not always possible when you want to get to the hind legs. And, when we say, look, buddy, I need you to work behind, and then afterwards I lengthen the neck. That should be our goal. Yeah? Okay. And when you think about the pre-St. George, some movements more challenging, or?
We've been working on closing here.
Okay. And he goes better in the snaffle than the double?
I like the snaffle better.
Good. Okay. Good. Just make sure when he's this deep and you ask him to come up a little bit that he would respond immediately. Yeah? Do you know what I mean?
Say again.
What I'd love to see is when he's this deep and round, I think that's great. Just making sure when you want to get him out of this for a second, yeah, that he does bring the nose forward and, yeah, so that there's a really good reason to ride him this deep. Do you know what I mean? That's it. And I'm sorry, I didn't get your name in the beginning. Jackie. Yeah, Jackie. I always feel that there's a very good reason to stretch a horse, to ride a horse longer, higher. Yeah. Or anything that I do it a little bit more because of a necessity that this particular horse needs. Yeah.
Right.
That's it. So, exactly. And if you feel it really helps him to ride him really long, really deep, really round, then that's fine with me. Yeah? You know him better, but exactly. But he seems very adjustable in that, so that's great. Good job. Okay. And Jackie, have you played a little bit with that idea in the trot, collecting the trot, creating a little bit more cadence?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows that?
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Not that you have to do it right now. We just want to keep that in mind for later on. Good. Yeah, quite good. Good. And have some tempo changes already in canter, as in, going a moment a little bit more forward and then testing a little bit. Even in the warm-up, what happens when I collect him a bit? Yeah? Does he break to the trot? Does he stay in front of me? Does he stay with me? Does he stay attentive? And again, I'm just saying testing, not necessarily, collecting him a whole lot, but testing. Is he willing to come back to me? Can I lengthen the frame? But within a few strides, can I shorten the frame? Yeah? Very good. And collect. Good. Okay, maybe a little left canter. It's okay, that's all right. It's no problem. Does he react once in a while like this in a change, or was that just more? Does he react sometimes like this in a flying change, or? Yeah?
Get a little spicy in the change.
Good. Good job. Good, and collect him. Good, and before the walk break, Jackie, collect him once a little bit more. On the circle towards the pirouette canter, let's see how easily he offers this. Yeah? A little more. You don't need to bring the haunches in, just collection on the circle. So good. Let the canter settle a little bit. You can tell he wants to get a little quick there. So good. Good, that's right, that's right. There you go. You know, that he gets really comfortable with this tempo. So that it's clearly up to us and help him a little bit to settle down in it. Yeah? Good. Okay, and walk him a second. So does that happen once in a while in the pirouettes that he wants to get a little quick?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. You know, but something we really want with other horses, that we want them quicker.
Right.
He needs to settle that canter down. Yeah? And same scenario there, Jackie, when we ask him to canter a little bit slower, to reduce that 3-beat a little bit. Yeah? No problem if he would break once in a while to the trot.
Okay.
Yeah? Allow that almost to happen and then push him quickly back into the canter and say, hey, look, just because we're asking you to settle down more in canter, that doesn't mean trot. Yeah? Good. Once in a while, remind you a little bit of your upper body, just your shoulders a bit. That's it. Very good.
Is there any way we can turn the mic up a little bit?
I'll try to move the microphone a little closer. Okay. Good, okay. Good, and maybe start with a couple walk pirouettes and see what we have there. Very good walk. Good, and remember, only deeper when you ask him to. If this is absolutely necessary to have him this low, if there's a reason for it, then it's perfectly fine. Yeah? But if he goes there a bit by himself, we want to be careful. Good. Jackie, and I like the idea of him staying active. For my taste, you're still having to help him a little bit too much. Yeah, keep testing. Can I push him forward? Can I move the haunches in? Can I leave him alone a couple steps afterwards? Yeah? Yeah. Careful with the neck. So, you know, I think it's interesting when you look at the neck, the judges might say the neck is a little short. Sometimes it's simply a little low, and then it appears short. Yeah? So keep that real nice uphill tendency. And therefore, I asked in the warm-up, you know, when he's down there, that's great. But make sure you can get him at any time up and out of it. Yeah? Good. And the same thing to the left. It's okay. Oh, it's good. Good. And think how many 8s you have to give for each quarter of the pirouette, you know? Yeah, exactly. Testing a moment, can I leave him be? Can I push my heel down? Can I just do it from the calf? And do I still get the same effort? Good. Okay, and then go ahead and start a little bit with the canter. And just see how that feels when you go, yeah, that's already better. Good. Good, and now trust them a bit, you know, make it a little bit smaller. The haunches are plenty in. We don't have to push the haunches more. Because yes, it only needs to be the center of the pirouette, yeah? Good, try that once from a straight line and see if you can turn him a little bit more in front, Jackie. He turns so much behind, which is also appreciated. A lot of horses don't do that, yeah? Good. So when you said you wanted to tighten the pirouette, see if we can just turn him in front a little bit more and go moment out of it and try some half pirouettes on the center line. Yeah. So what I'm saying is the first pirouette, try to do it between X and A. So we have the full length of the arena, the full length of the center line to keep your pirouettes. Yeah. Good. Don't over 8. He should be in front of the leg. And now really think about turning in front, in front, in front. Behind, he's quite good. That's it. And control the top line a little bit. And then make sure at the end of it, Jackie, it doesn't become a half pass.
Okay.
Yeah? Remember, that is so logical and so common with horses that they come out of it. you know, and then they still keep rotating a little bit. Good, not smaller. And again, he turns a little bit much behind. Yeah? So see if you can control this and simply make it a touch bigger. And if you just need to use the inner leg for the pirouette, that's okay. There we go. Good job. Good. And straightness. Whoops. Can you feel that at the end?
Yeah.
So really think about asking him to listen nicely to your left leg when you come out of the pirouette. So good, good. And testing. Yes, that's good. That's good. Good. And stop the haunches. Good job. And go a little leg yield to the right. Little bit leg yield to your right. Good. Exactly. Good. And from the leg yield once the pirouette. More collection before. See, now he's collected. We want this before the pirouette, okay? Leg yield again a bit. Good. Good. One more try on the pirouette. And then almost come a little bit leg yielding like out of the pirouette. Yeah? Good behind. Good. Leg yield to your right. Yeah. Good. Good. And allow him to have his neck a moment, little bit more up and out. Good job. Good correction. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's absolutely not a problem as long as we take care of that little misstep there. Yeah? And up, a little lengthening. A little bit more up and out the nose at that time. Yes. Okay. Good. That's right. And then on the diagonal, yeah, that's fine. Do it there. And you know already, sometimes in the pirouette, we see this quite a bit, even with horses that do want to be a little bit too low. They have the tendency to come too high up when we ask them to sit more. Yeah? So that might be the only place for today's workout where you can still ask them to be a little bit longer, lower. Yeah? Give it a try on the diagonal. Take your time. Really collect it before. If that's not in place, don't turn. Good. Yeah, little lower neck. See, now he's doing it right. Can you tell? Walk a second. Good. Yeah, so think about it. It's very logical for horses to increase the collection when the haunches are in. It's much easier, yeah? But really find out where you can go with him before you start turning. Yeah? There has to be that pirouette canter on the straight line. Yeah? And we even see it still even at levels above Pre-St. George, that horses are halfway through the pirouette and they're truly in a engaged, active pirouette canter. Yeah? That's what we want before. And that obviously takes practice. And therefore, I said, if you don't feel that's established before the pirouette, don't do the pirouette. Yeah? And remember, that basically determines if you can make that a little bit tighter, smaller. Can I trust him in this little bit slower, more carrying canter behind? Can I trust him that he maintains the canter? Yeah. He will break. He will break to the trot a few times. Yeah? Like you did over there. Correct him quickly, and we'll be okay. Yeah? And then you can tell it. For the pirouette's a little bit lower in the neck. Yes. And if that is a bit complicated there, you know, this idea of picking up the rein from the extended walk, you can do this sometimes through the halt. Yeah? Give that another try, because I really think horses shouldn't discuss that with us too much, you know, this idea of picking up contact. Good, and go ahead. And collect. Yeah. So even that I like to simplify. Yeah, it's good. Good. Very good walk. Yeah. And then one more try. And again, when you try the pirouettes, everything with the idea of testing this. Do you know what I mean? The pirouette will happen when you can trust him more and more about maintaining the rhythm, canter, the jump, the energy before the pirouette. Yeah? Do that again. See if you can do that a touch straighter. Soon when you ask for the I1, this is where you have to pick up the canter. So good job. Now he's straight. Good. You know, and then in the transition, try not to bend him too much to the inside when you pick up the canter, because there again the shoulder went a little bit left and the haunches went right. Maybe do it once more. Get him really sensitive to your right leg first, that he moves away from it. Yes. When it's straight, then I would use the outside leg. No problem. Good. Okay. If you like, you can keep trying those pirouettes on the center line. It's up to you. Yeah? All I care about is that we, after a pirouette to the right, that we don't change direction. So we keep this lead. That's it. Collect it more and more. There you go. Good. That's okay. Next time, do that with the whip and use the whip on the outside. Sorry, what you did there with the leg. Jesus. What you did there with the whip, do that with the leg. That's what I meant. Yeah? Lower neck, lower neck. Remember, he wants to climb in the pirouettes. Yeah? So there, have him deliberately a little bit longer, lower, even lower, longer. That's it, and keep him there for a moment. I know it's hard at that time that the neck doesn't get short, yeah? But he has to be really deep. So it's good, okay, good. And again, now let him canter a little bit longer, lower on the circle. Let him stretch a moment. But see if he can really get the nose forward. Don't worry about the pirouette. Let him go a moment, long and low in canter, let him have his neck. A little bit the nose forward and out, yes. So when he takes the rein, then he brings the nose forward instead of down. Yeah? Leave him a little longer if you can. I know that's very easy for me to say and challenging to do. Good. Even now he can be nice and straight. Good. Okay. And try one more pirouette on the diagonal with true collection before, okay? Bit more, collect, wait, yeah. There you go, good. And go, out of the pirouette. Forget about the pirouette at that time. You know what I mean? At that time, you just go forward. Just that you can trust them a little bit more in this high degree of collection. That's what it's all about, yeah? That he understands it, first of all, and that you can trust him. So you test that degree of collection again, and don't worry if he breaks. We push him quickly forward out of the pirouette. Right? There you go. Good one. Okay. Good. Yeah, and you can have a break a moment. Do that again. You know, even there, that he's so collected that, you know, from here I could ride a halt transition. You know, I could enter the arena and good, do it one spot, still touch more uphill. Yeah, you could tell there was still a bit too much momentum, so to speak, in the transition. You still want him to collect more, be on the hind leg. Yes, like this. There you go. Okay, good. Good job. Very good. You know, I honestly do that pretty much every time when I'm done with the canter work. Either I practice my trot transition, or I practice my halt. Yeah? And so all of a sudden it becomes a habit, and you stay so picky about it that they learn to square up from the halt, from the canter. They learn to go promptly into the halt without taking a walk step. Yeah? And think about it, we do this 3 times in each test. We do the halt 3 times, yeah? At least twice. So to me, so important that this idea of collecting, being able to collect and being able to trust them there, even if you come down center line without a whole lot of leg, the leg is there, it's on, yeah? But it's not rhythmically necessarily telling him, don't break, don't break, don't break. Yeah. If he does, and you take care of it, yeah? You know, maybe we'll do a couple half passes with him before the flying changes. Yeah? Since he overreacted a little bit sensitively to the aid of the change, let's see if we can keep it really straightforward in the half passes. Good job. Not lower in the neck. Again, there he's not too short. For my taste, he's a little bit too low. Yeah. There you go. Do that again. Not bad, but he could jump off the first stride a little bit cleaner. Good. Once more. Can you tell? Yeah. It's okay, but it's not quite what we want for an 8. Yeah? Good. That's it. And just keep the straightness in mind, but the reaction there was better. Yeah? Now, keep in mind, we don't want to keep him also not too long in the same tempo and same frame. Let's see if we can add a little working canter once in a while in between, and then even a higher degree of collection. And when you go working canter, see if you can really open him up. Yeah, okay. Good, and collect. And collect. A little more, a little more. That needs to become a little bit easier. There, what you had there in after 8 strides, that's ideally what you want to see eventually in 3 strides, right? So once more, a little lengthening. Let's see if we can really bring him back. That's already enough. And now, collect. And 1, 2. So don't over 8. It's okay. Just keep him straight, gently the leg on, and that very good. And that has to be enough to maintain the collection for the pirouettes. Yeah? One more try. Good, that's enough, that's enough. And now, quick, excellent. I would do that quite a bit with him. Yeah, just like you did. Not correcting him firmer, but just as quick as you did. That makes all the difference in the world. There you go, that you can trust them in this degree of collection. You can discuss the hind legs and the activity and the engagement all day long. He has to know when your leg is relatively light on him that we maintain the gait with that. Yeah? And if this leg is not enough, of course we make a little correction. Very good. And the half pass when you're ready. And at the end of the half pass, a flying change on the center line, or if you want to go all the way across, that's fine too. This tempo. Good job. Good. Okay. And maybe straight ahead from here, and the change when you're ready. Don't ride the canter too big. Good job. Good. Now I would let him stretch again for a moment in canter. Down the long side, and I would see if we can get the nose a little bit forward, out again. Not lower. Quick, quick. Good job. Even then, you know, this whole idea of in this frame coming back, that's going to be twice as hard for him to maintain the canter. But even then, it should be possible to go from a kind of a playful forward canter with a longer rein to a collected canter. Give it a try. And from there, pick him up, shorten the reins a little bit, collect, collect, collect even more, even more. You know what to do if he breaks to the trot. Good job, good job. Even slower. Let the canter settle even more. Trust him. Good job. That's what I mean. Let this sink in once more. Canter forward, and then he needs to come back to this degree collection around K. Good. And now, 1, 2, 3, and yeah, there you go. That's it. Good. And prepare the walk. Or you can even do a canter hold. Now do it again. That's not a problem. It is a problem if we ignore this. Yeah? Then I'm afraid before the halt down center line that he actually might trot. Yeah? There you go. Good. Good job. Whoops. Yeah, no problem. But that's why we test it. Yeah? Give that one more try and go for the canter halt. It makes perfect sense. Careful. Yeah, good correction. Your timing is excellent. Good. Good job. Yes. Okay. Oops. He's still. Yeah. Exactly. He has a tiny bit the tendency to step back. Yeah. It's okay. Do it once more. Good correction. Good. That's it. Let him. Yeah. Good. Do it once more and then give him a break again. It's okay. Good correction. I like your timing. This is training. nice. It could be a little straighter there. You could feel that. Oh, buddy. And now come to the point where you feel like you could give him the rein. Yeah, I would stand still for a moment since he was a little antsy there. And then I would find out, can I give him the rein? And can I pat him behind the saddle? And is this, yeah, exactly. So that they know when you give them the rein, that has, at this point, nothing to do with going forward. Yeah. It's just being with you. Yeah? Try that once more. See if he can stand still. You know, ideally that he takes a deep breath right there. That's it. Good. And let him walk. Little, maybe even longer on the rein, that he can stretch a moment all the way. That's it. Yeah, remember, that's to him. For horses like him that want to hold themselves a little bit there, I find this still the very best opposite, yeah? Right. Where they really stretch the neck forward and out, and that's again where the muscles can gain some oxygen again, yeah? Right. And that's why I never see a reason to practice a movement or ride a horse for, 6-7 minutes at a time, and then a break again, yeah? And then maybe I have, again, a little bit higher intensity for 2 or 3 minutes, but always the walk break. Yeah, always making sure out of that, my horse could stand still, even when the reins are long. Yeah, so that this whole idea of relaxing in between is clearly understood. Yeah, and as you know, even more important at the Grand Prix level, they're supposed to be completely relaxed on an extended walk, and then develop only 20 meters later the highest degree of energy and collection that there is. Yeah, so this whole idea of energy and relaxing, that needs to be practiced. Yeah? Obviously with him a bit more, with a horse that's a little colder, different story. Yeah, very good. Think a bit about your upper body, your shoulders. Good job. Same thing there, it's awareness, so I always make a habit, especially when I ride parallel to the mirror, that I check a moment on my shoulders, yeah? And before you know it, it becomes a positive habit, and you don't really have to think so much anymore about straightening up, it just happens, yeah? Okay, and a couple more half passes in canter, and then we go to the changes. Good, so forward is great in the collected walk. Make sure it's not too hurried. Yeah? If there is a reason to ride him really forward in the collected walk, then I'm all for it. Yeah? Good. That's it. Test if he's there in front of the leg. See, test the moment, the sensitivity to the leg. Could he easily go a little bit sideways? Can I get the feeling he could leg yield even closer to the wall? Yeah, exactly. So good, and praise him. Good, and then the canter. Yeah, the reaction is better. Good, yeah, see what you can do with this canter right there. That's better. Of course he needs to go forward when he's behind you, yeah? No problem, but get comfortable. Both of you need to get comfortable a bit more with this degree of collection. Good, that's it. Good, always in front of you, yeah? And Jackie, we know already when we bend him that he wants to drop his neck a little bit. Yeah? So we want to keep that in mind. Good, and the change? Good. That's it, good. That's a nice canter there. Good, and half pass, good. Make a difference with your left leg. Don't just hold it there. Teach him a moment to go forward sideways and see if he can ease up. Yeah, for my taste, there you had to keep your outside leg too long, too far back. It's still a good half pass, yeah? But I'm not sure if he's going to be really listening to you then every single time in the test, yeah? So make a difference with the outside driving leg. You're good. Make a difference. And then see if you can ease up a little bit with the right leg. Yeah, good. That's it. Good, okay. And when you're ready, if you need another circle to do before your changes, that's fine. Yeah? Good. Keep collecting, not too forward. That's a good idea. Good. And make him wait I like that very much, because in his case, it's the straightness and keeping him on the line, that's extremely important. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The straightness in between is, maybe turn left and do it once on the long side. Second rail, yeah, and do the same thing where you don't count the strides in between. You know, you just do 2 changes on the long side, and in between we really spend enough time to get him collected and straight again. Good, just 1 change on this line. Good, and no, make him wait. And he's really straight. Yeah, haunches are slightly right now, be careful. Good, and then another one, that's what I mean. Those 2 are already so much straighter than the changes on the diagonal. Yeah? So if you feel after the first change there's still some drifting going on, take care of that. Good. That's it. Careful, there was a bit high up in the neck. Yeah, give it a try on the diagonal, 3 4 tempies. Try to get the second change at X. This tempo is good. Don't over 8. Good. Well done. Good. Let him canter down the long side again, a little bit forward, okay? And then be really picky, even though you're asking him to stretch and lengthen the stride. Be really picky about the way he comes back to you at the end of the diagonal. Good. And collect. And collect. Close the leg gently. Good, good, good. A little more collection and then the halt somewhere. Good. Really take your time, that there's no trot steps, okay?
I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
Practice the halt again, canter halt, and see if we can get rid of the trot steps coming into it, okay? Right front, good. Do that again, Jackie, before we give him a break, and see how much you really have to drive rhythmically with the leg and canter. A little bit is okay, yeah? But I still see a little too much support before the halt, yeah? Test a little bit. Can he understand this a bit more on his own? Yeah, right. Left front. Good. And once more. Let's see if we can do that without stepping back. Good. Collect, 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 collect. Good. There you go. I like that. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And a moment long rein. Good job. Good. Yeah, what I'm saying in the changes, Jackie, they're quite good, but the first line that you did, we saw him leaving the line a little bit. Yeah. You know, and all horses do that. It's in the beginning something that's pretty logical. It's also a balance thing. Yeah, a horse needs a tremendous amount of balance in a flying change. Only logical that they might go somewhere afterwards. And remember, this is almost a little bit easier to correct compared to a horse that really swings the haunches in the changes. Yeah? So keeping the line, doing 1 change, and then going back to that line, extremely important. Yeah? Because the second we start micromanaging the canter in between the flying changes, there's going to be a problem with the flying change and the sequence of the changes. Yeah? So I always like to go after a line on the diagonal. I'd like to go down center line, do the 1 tempies there, look in the mirror. And it really is true. So many horses, even the 1 tempies, they learn to go really straight. But can they keep the line of the center line? Yeah? That's challenging. Because logically, if you think about it, in the 1 tempies, you don't really have that much time to straighten them. Yeah, so that needs to happen almost separately from it, that you do a few ones, then you straighten here, and that's exactly what we did with him in the 3s and the 4s, and in the 4 tempies. Yeah? If you like, do a few 3 tempies, if you feel it's straight, yeah? And then we play a bit more with the trot. Be picky there, do a halt, don't accept that. Do you know what I mean? When you take a little contact, he's entitled to an opinion, yeah? But he doesn't need to discuss it that much with you. He needs to keep an open mind when we discuss things. The world would be a better place. Huh? That's it. Yes, and do that. Yeah, okay, good. Keep going. Don't aid him so strong, Jackie. I think what happens there, you still might be riding the horse that learned flying changes. Yeah? Think about a horse now that is a bit more advanced and find out, do I really have to give him a big 8 with the leg? Yeah? Try it a little. So, good job. And collect and wait, and wait, and wait. Exactly. And a gentle 8 for the next change. Much better. Good. And now do it again. So next time quarter line, Jackie, instead of the second wheel. Yeah? Come on the quarter line. Perfect. Good. Easy your 8s. Good. Good job. And wait. So then you can make your point. Good. Did you 8 over here where I was? And then he didn't react, or what happened there? Okay, that was just a straightening 8, right? Okay, good. Careful, it's too forward. Collect them a bit more. There you go. Very nice. Good, and now write your 3 tempis like that on the diagonal. If he makes a mistake, who cares? Yeah? But don't aid him too strong where you anticipate that he might make a change. It's good. Very good. There it looked like you could have easily do 5 and it looked effortless. Yeah? Good. Jackie, give him a quick break again. Prepare the halt transition, okay? Take your time. Good. Okay, okay. Good. And give him the rein and let him stand still and pat him behind the saddle. There you go. There was a big sigh. Good job. Good. Okay. And long. Very good. Yeah, I think we all do this to a certain extent in the flying changes.
Yeah.
We remember how we had to teach him that the 8 has to be a little stronger.
Yeah.
But think about it. The more you have to take your leg back, the more he's most likely going to move off the line. Yeah? And, we can fix it here, but remember, when you think more about the I1 and the zigzag half passes, it's really important that they learn to do the flying changes straight ahead after each half pass. Yeah? Maybe a little bit into the direction of the flying change. Yeah? But it's, like I said before, maintaining the line of the changes. Harder than, or probably a little bit easier to correct than the swinging, but we should be picky about that. Yeah? So when I asked in the beginning about the cadence and trot, so you've played a little bit with the passage idea, or?
We've played with half steps a little bit.
Yeah.
I think passage is going to be a little bit more difficult for
Right.
me to manage.
Yeah.
But definitely, he came with a very boring trot that I was like, I don't know how.
Not boring, it's, it's okay.
But it's come a long way. It's
Yeah.
definitely gotten stronger.
But what's interesting, Jackie, we've seen a lot of horses that have a normal trot and then have actually a pretty nice passage because the hind leg is active enough.
Yeah.
We see so many horses that have a gigantic trot, and then you look at the passage and it's not that different. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, think about your shoulders when you pick up the reins. Maybe make it a plan from here on that's your signal and your indication to check on your body, quick body scan, shoulders. Exactly. Good. Make sure the walk doesn't get hurried. In front of the leg, 100%. There you go. That's a nice tempo. Very clean, very active. Good. And go anyway, and then repeat. I would make my point there of pushing me quickly forward, and then I would repeat the transition. Good straightness before, exactly. Good job. Yeah, it looked good, and if you're not happy with it, makes perfect sense to repeat it. There you go. Good job. Good. Good job. That's it. That's it. There you go. Trust that a little bit, okay? Good. Good. For my taste, you still had the leg a little bit too strong on rhythmically. Yeah? Remember, soon you can ask him to canter like this and you don't support that much anymore. Yeah? Good. One more halt somewhere. Good job. Moment long and long. Give him the long rein. Good. That he knows he can chill out when he does a halt and he doesn't step back. Yeah? Good. Yeah, we let him walk one more circle and then he can trot a little bit. But when you ask him to swing a bit, there's some indication or, yeah? Okay, good. You know, what I do is when I feel this, you know, I go quickly again back to the walk and really let it sink in that this was good, yeah? Good, and practice that. Ask for the halt transition. Good. See if you can, yeah, and one more halt, see if we can get the right hind leg. You know, but horses with him, when they're a little bit more energetic, a little more keyed up, I think the halt is so important, you know? And that carries over into the walk so that they really learn to stand still, square, you know? That's it. That's fine, that's fine. Good. And do it once more from the halt, go to the trot and see if you can get the first step, a trot step, okay? And once more. So even there, you know, it's not the end of the world that he takes a walk step, but they should learn to go walk, halt, trot. First step should be a trot step. Good job. It's those little things, you know, that add up. Yeah. That's fine. Good job. Good. Okay. And then let's see what you've done with a little bit more cadence in trot. Yeah. Don't worry if it's not perfect, and adjust the neck position. Yeah. For that type of work, like we did in the canter for the pirouettes, if it needs to be a touch lower for that, of course that's fine. There you go. And diagonal. And then anytime you ask for a bit more trot, see if you can cluck with your tongue a little bit. Not more forward, not more forward. See if you can get the cadence from a smaller trot. There you go. So good. And then you're absolutely right. You should stay really straight. Yeah. So many horses start moving the haunches a little bit left and right because they don't know what to do with that much energy. Yeah. When we create this much energy for a passage, their reaction is, well, you want me to go left, right? Yeah, good. So it's good. Good. There he starts swinging a bit. Good. Give him a quick break for that. Quick halt for that and pat him. The second you feel the slightest indication of a bit more cadence, you know, really bring it to his attention in the halt, give him the rein and give him a pat. Yeah. Good. Good job. Okay. And give it one more try. When you feel the trot is in self-carriage, is going forward, then try a couple half passes. That's okay. Good. That's it. And keep testing this in between. Yeah, where you cluck a little bit and you shorten the steps. So good from this tempo there. There you go. That's it. Yeah, exactly. You know, some horses learn it from a bit more from a forward tempo. I think in his case, since he wants to go, we keep it just a little bit less forward. Instead of forward, we go higher in the trot, that he starts swinging more. Yeah, yeah, quite good. Good. Keep the shoulders. Good. 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 Okay, and think again about your outside leg. I like the half pass. He does those quite well, and you ride them well. But ask yourself again, is it really necessary to keep my leg that far back and keep on pushing? Yeah? Give it another try to the left. Remind him with the leg. Don't support. Good. Straighten the neck a moment. There you go. He was tipping a little bit. So that's when we straighten a moment. Good. Much better with your right leg in the left half pass. Now do the same with your left leg in the right half pass. In between, test again. Can you swing a little bit? Yep. Yep. So it's good. Okay. Good. Remind him with your outside leg. Make it even more reliable. It doesn't have to become better, Jackie. It just has to become a bit more reliable on your 8s. Good. Okay. Good. And try a couple half steps when you're ready. Same idea as the degree of collection in canter. Try not to push him too hard before the half steps, okay? If he walks, we tell him, look, buddy, that wasn't the idea. Good, do it shorter, and then, again, remind yourself, if you decide to use the leg and the spur, he needs to go forward out of it, yeah? And go forward, yeah? Look, only do it from the walk a moment. And, Jackie, try it with the idea of making him sensitive, clucking with the tongue, yeah? But hang on a second, hang on a second. Your idea of bringing your leg back and then trying really hard is not incorrect. Yeah. And you've taught him already a piaffe. With so many horses, Jackie, like I always say, the movement doesn't have to become a whole lot better. It just has to become more reliable. Right. You know, and when we start now, when he has the idea for the piaffe already with the big 8, yeah? We might be later on in trouble when he needs to piaffe on the center line because for 7 years he learned to stand still there, yeah? So my point is make him sensitive and then see if he can react to the piaffe. Let him do 2-3 steps on his own. If he walks, then make him a bit sensitive again. And you can use a little tap with the whip on top, yeah? Don't take the leg too far back. Find a better neck position for him. That's it. Good. And now find out, can he react when you close the leg? If the answer is no, make him again first a bit sensitive to the leg. Try and think more of sensitivity before. Turn left. Turn left. So it's right. Yeah, because now we can tell the energy builds up a little bit and we have a little bit more leg on. That energy wants to go somewhere. Yeah? So we have to be careful with that. That's it. So it's better. And halt. That was good. Next time when you do it, push the heels down. I know that's extremely, you really got to convince your body not to bring the heel up, yeah? But trust me, it's possible. So heels down. So good. And if you, like that, Jackie, if you feel you need to wake him up again, then he can trot a moment forward. He can go a moment out of the piaffe, yeah? But really make sure the sensitivity to the leg always stays there, yeah? And I love what you've taught him. That's quite good. But analyze the 8. Good job. Good. And then go again. And when you feel that he walks too much on his own or too soon on his own, make your correction, okay? Don't take the leg too far back. So. Feel that walk step and then you correct him, okay? Once more. Don't take the leg too far back to start out with. Keep it underneath you, cluck a little bit, shorten the walk a little bit. So, that's what I mean. Good. It's quite good. And walk a second. Little bit more trusting him, Jackie. Yeah? I know that's hard. And we saw that a little bit in the high degree of a pirouette canter. Right. Yeah? You have the tendency, and you taught him well there. Yeah? Now find out, is this a bit more reliable? Yeah. Can I go to that degree of collection in canter? Yeah? When I keep my legs at the girth where they are right now, and I shorten the walk a little bit, and I cluck a little bit with my tongue. Could that be already the 8 for the piaffe? Yeah? Or do I really have to take my leg back and then get him a little bit going? Yeah? Make him sensitive in walk, for sure. But teach him, when you think you shorten the walk a little bit, you collect a little bit more, and at the same time you add the leg a little bit, that can be a good reason for him to start the piaffe. Yeah? Give that another try. And if he doesn't react, of course we go a step forward and trot. Yeah? I say, look, buddy, this signal right here was intended for a 2-beat, not a 4-beat anymore. Yeah? Think about your shoulders. So now cluck a little bit. If he doesn't start right away, wake him up once. So it's good. Keep the legs where they are. Keep the legs where they are right now, and then start a little bit. So, heels down. Help him a little bit on top of the croup for a moment. Yeah, just briefly with the leg, guiding him into it, yeah, and then trying to keep the legs quiet. That's better, good. So, and of course he'll quit then once, yeah? But that is again our moment when we push him briefly to the trot. Do that next time when you feel he gives you that walk step too soon in the piaffe. Then trot on, good with your legs. So, and now trot, and trot, good, that's what I mean. So, and now try it once from the trot, come once to the piaffe. Testing, Jackie. Good, and trot again, it's okay. Yeah, so just, and remember, try it once more a little bit passively, and he will walk, but that's again your training opportunity. And you say, look, buddy, when my legs are gently near you, you can trot. That's it, straight, and go. Good, and change direction. One more try, keep him a little bit lower, and you can help him gently with the whip behind, that's okay, on top of the croup. Yeah? Good. Now make sure the haunches don't drift anywhere. Excellent. That's better. Good. Good. Okay. And you might even learn a bit passage out of this idea. Yeah? Good. Now testing again. Don't ride the piaffe. Test the piaffe. A little bit on top. Good. Better. Better. Go, go. When you use this much leg, it was the right idea. A little bit better timing to go sooner forward. Yeah? Legs at the girth, keep it underneath you, and go. Even sooner next time, yeah? And do it a little bit on the second rail so that you can go at any time to either direction to keep him straight, yeah? Not that the rail is restricting him there. Good, a little bit the whip on top, legs at the girth, yeah, yeah. So, good, that's right, that was the right timing. Even that he canters, it's okay. But it can't be a stuck feeling when you come to this degree of collection, yeah? There you go. He really needs to think twice right now. Should I walk or should I keep on trotting, yeah? Then you're educating him and they figure it out a little bit more on a much more logical, sophisticated way. Good. And yeah, that's a better trot. Now he starts swinging. Good. So. Good. Good. And test the piaffe again somewhere. Testing. Don't ride the piaffe. Just test it. Test the simplicity of it. Yeah, good. And once more from the walk. Don't take the legs back this time. It's not incorrect that you take the legs back. But simplify the 8 just like you wanted to do in the flying changes. Yeah? So, exactly. And if he doesn't react, you can use your leg. Yeah, like this. Legs quiet, legs quiet. Good. Trust him, Jackie, trust him. If he walks, it's okay. That's our point of the correction. Yeah? See if he can do a couple steps on his own. Yeah. So it's good. Okay. Good. There you go. That's a trot. Good. Okay. And to the walk. That's good for him. Good, Jackie. Yeah, so everything is quite good, very competitive, no doubt. But find out how much you can trust them on a bit more of a hidden 8. Yeah? And horses teach us to ride a little bit that way. There's no doubt. It's very logical to me. Yeah? But I think you can trust them a bit more and still get the same expression, make your tests even more reliable. And just never forget how far a really clean test goes. Yeah? We think so much about the expression, but writing a mistake-free test, that's still big. Yeah? That's what got us the silver medal in Tokyo. We had 3 clean tests. I mean, of course, everybody rode with, being on the throttle, but at the end of the day, that's the difference. Yeah? Very good. Good job.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.